Hi, I'm Brian Nuckols from DARPA's Contracts Management Office, and I'm going to talk about the submission process for abstracts and proposals under the MTO Office-Wide Broad Agency Announcement. At DARPA, the most common solicitation type we utilize is the Broad Agency Announcement, or BAA, as it is the instrument the Federal Acquisition Regulation prescribes for R&D contracting whenever procurement contracts may be one of the resultant award types. Typically, we have two categories of BAAs, Program BAAs and Office-Wide BAAs. Program BAAs are exactly what the term suggests, solicitations for proposals to new DARPA programs. However, each DARPA Technology Office also has what we call an Office-Wide BAA. These remain open year-round and are intended to solicit proposals for smaller efforts, which we often term seedlings, in response to the office's broad thrust areas. Awards under Office-Wide BAAs often are foundational proof-of-concept efforts that can inform future new programs. MTO's latest Office-Wide BAA, with its current thrust and topic areas, was issued May 9, 2024. Abstracts under the BAA are being accepted on a rolling basis until March 9, 2025, and proposals are being accepted on a rolling basis until May 9, 2025. Now I'll address each type of submission. I'll talk first about abstract submissions. DARPA strongly encourages prospective proposers who have a potential solution to one of the BAA's thrust areas first to submit an abstract. Abstracts are much less expensive than full proposals to prepare, as they represent only a synopsis of the proposed project from both a technical and cost perspective. They allow DARPA to perform a relatively quick review of the contemplated project to determine whether it appears to be of interest relative to the thrust areas in the BAA. Upon review of the abstract submission, DARPA will respond with one of two possible responses. The first possible response is that DARPA may encourage a full proposal submission. In this response, DARPA has the option to provide feedback for the proposer to consider for the full proposal submission. The second possible response is that DARPA may discourage a full proposal submission. In these responses, DARPA will provide feedback on the rationale as to why the proposal is being discouraged. It's important to note that irrespective of DARPA's response to a submitted abstract, a full proposal still may be submitted. When submitting an abstract, it will be very important to address each of the required sections clearly and thoroughly while abiding by the page limitation. Abstracts may not exceed 6 pages, excluding the cover sheet, table of contents, or bibliography. Abiding by the required abstract structure will allow DARPA to make a better assessment of the abstract as it relates to the thrust areas in the BAA. I'll talk a little bit about full proposal submissions now. First, a note on the classification level of full proposal submissions. They are anticipated to be unclassified, as they generally are foundational proof-of-concept-oriented efforts. In the rare event in which classified information must be included in a proposal submission under the Office-Wide BAA, it is extremely important that proposers follow the instructions in the BAA for the submission of classified information to avoid spillages. For the purpose of this video, I'm speaking of standard unclassified proposal submission. There are two mechanisms for the submission of proposals under the MTO Office-Wide BAA, and the mechanism the proposer must use is based on the award instrument being requested. Proposers requesting award of a contract or other transaction would submit via DARPA's Broad Agency Announcement Tool, or BAT for short. Proposers requesting a grant or cooperative agreement would submit via the grants.gov website. To be considered conforming, full proposals must include the 4 attachments listed here. All conforming proposal submissions will be evaluated against 3 evaluation criteria. In descending order of importance, those criteria are 1, overall scientific and technical merit, 2, potential contribution and relevance to the DARPA mission, and 3, cost realism. Prospective proposers will want to be sure to heed the requirements for Volume 1, which is the technical and management volume. This is the volume that will convey the merit of the technical approach, so it is critical that proposers address clearly and thoroughly the 17 Volume 1 items listed in the BAA. Proposers also will want to be mindful of the page limit for Volume 1, as any pages submitted in excess of the 26-page limit will not be reviewed. Volume 2 is the cost proposal. This is where proposers must provide enough supporting documentation to substantiate the proposed cost, and therefore there is no page limit for Volume 2. Attachment D provides specific instructions on how proposers should support each cost element in their cost proposals. For any proposers that will include subcontractors in their proposals, it is extremely important that the subcontractor costs be documented and substantiated to the same level as that required for the prime proposer. DARPA additionally has included its standard cost proposal spreadsheet as Attachment E to the BAA. Proposers must complete and submit the spreadsheet as part of their proposal package. It is a pre-formatted spreadsheet with formulas that ensures consistent cost formatting across all proposals and allows for quicker reviews and a more streamlined award process. I want to close by highlighting a new accelerated contract award option under the MTO Officewide BAA. Because many of the awards under this BAA constitute what we refer to as seedlings, as they can inform future DARPA programs, both DARPA and proposers alike would benefit from getting these efforts under contract more quickly. Therefore, DARPA has developed a preset list of stipulations that proposers may choose to agree to in exchange for DARPA's commitment to award the contract within 30 days from proposal selection notification. The current list of stipulations is listed in Attachment F of the BAA and was developed as a starting point to ensure that DARPA would be able to uphold its end of the bargain and award the contract within 30 days. However, DARPA is interested in hearing any feedback or suggestions prospective proposers may have as to how DARPA can potentially remove or modify some of the stipulations while still preserving its ability to make award within 30 days. Please submit any ideas you may have to the BAA email box, which is included on this slide and also within the BAA. Thank you for watching this video, and DARPA looks forward to your participation in the MTO Officewide BAA.